I wanted to pull up your website, Corey.
My website?
Your
Okay.
website, yeah.
Pull it up.
Ooh.
Long distance relationship. Who says you have to be there in person from good morning till good night? You'll be there for every provocative image, video, and thought from Corey's day. She'll share her deepest, most private fantasies and take you on a heart-pounding exclusive ride you won't soon forget.
Hit the link.
So are you kind of selling like a relationship thing?
Yeah, definitely.
Like a experience, girlfriend experience.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go around the table on this. To the girls who do OnlyFans, do you, well, actually my question is, hold on, let me just double check here. Do you guys also kind of like sell relationship type thing? Experience, the girlfriend experience? Or is it more just here's my nude photos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girlfriend experience.
Girlfriend experience? Girlfriend experience?
Yeah. I do.
Yeah.
Girlfriend
a little
experience? Okay. And how many of your fans would you say are engaging with you in that sort of way?
Majority of them.
Mm-hmm.
Majority? Okay. Is there I'm not familiar, for OnlyFans, is there a cost to message back and forth?
If you set your account as a free subscription, you can change it to tip to talk, but
Tip to talk? Is that
otherwise,
the
no.
term?
They can add a tip to the message if they want to, but if you have a paid account, they don't
Okay.
have to tip.
So is it otherwise, maybe they have to subscribe to you, but is it otherwise free to message back and forth?
Yeah.
Right, well, it
it's-
depends on how much money they spend too.
So
Yeah.
are you saying like you're less likely to respond if they're not spending money is kind of what you're saying?
I mean, well, messages will show up at the top if they add a tip to it. And if you have a lot of fans, your fans are going to want to tip you because they want to talk to you.
Okay. And how frequently, like, is it every single message that they send, they're going to want to add a tip
It
in order
always
to get
depends on the fans, but I get a lot of
Okay.
messages with tips, yeah.
Okay. But there's not an actual cost to send a message or to receive a response? Or to receive a response, is there a cost?
You can make it. You can
Well,
add
what-
a cost.
Do you do that?
Not really, no.
Not really? What about you?
No.
Just depends.
Depends. Okay. My question is, do you guys have typers?
No.
So this is somebody who will type on your behalf, responding to these messages.
No, it's just little old me on there. So, talking to me.
What about, have you ever had a typer?
No, I don't believe in that because I believe in a genuine connection with my fans, and I don't think if I had somebody else on my account, like it's different.
Different
It
energy.
would
the
fuck
purpose.
everything up.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's
Do you have a
not-
typer?
I don't, but I did have help on Reddit when I started.
What about you?
No, I do it on my own.
You do it on your own? All your messages? What about you?
Yeah, I do it all on my own.
Okay. All right. Public service announcement for the viewers here. I do want to make a couple points clear. So, unrelated to the OnlyFans thing, when it comes to body count, for example, a lot of women are not going to be honest about their body count. When it comes to this too, even if they did have typers, even if you guys did have typers, sorry to throw you guys under the bus, they would not admit that they actually have typers. So, I'll take your guys' word for it that you don't have typers, but you probably do.
But like, how can you?
Now-
I don't do OnlyFans. So like, how like when you say typers, right?
So somebody that you hire,
Okay.
perhaps you have multiple people hired so that they can respond at any hour of the night so you can maximize your revenue. Sorry, what was your question?
No, right, like the typers, right? Like
Right.
maximize your revenue, cool. But like, if you're having multiple people type, like, how do people not know? Like, like.
It could just be one guy. Probably most girls, if they do have a typer, it's just one guy. But of course, you're not going to. Also, related to that, another thing, guys, female content creators, OnlyFans girls, if they have a boyfriend, they're going to say they're single because it hurts their bottom line.
Not really.
I would argue most, look, granted, she admitted she has a relationship. I would argue, though, most women, even if they don't do OnlyFans, even if they're just Twitch streamers, they're not going to be honest about their relationship because it's going to hurt their bottom line with their primarily male financial base. So, did you have a further point with the typer thing?
No, I was just, it's more so just like me understanding like, okay, like these people I guess are typing for them, but like I'm sure like if it wasn't them, like when their fans know, like mannerism wise, like isn't that like a, you
I
know,
mean,
like I'm sure like they're
fans, not
talking
family
here.
members.
No, I know, but like they've been on here for like, you know, 5 hours. Like, you know, I don't know, I feel like you would know if that wasn't the person. No?
Well, I mean, the way you text is very different. I mean, there's not.
I mean, I
It's
feel
typing.
like my friends would know if I wasn't texting them.
Your friends, they're not fans.
Or like, yeah, but I,
Yeah, but what if it's the typer from the very start?
okay, I can
If it's
see
from
that.
the very start.
Yeah, I can see
Anyways,
that.
I guess the point I'm trying to make is, and this is a new realization I had. If you're selling a product, a subscription, where you advertise and represent that it's you they're talking to, but it's not, and it's some dude on a keyboard in Bangladesh, how is that not the definition of fraud? It's lying, it's deception, it's misrepresentation. Frankly, it's a romance scam because you guys all said, no, you guys
Brian
all
sounds like a
said,
hater. I feel like
no, you're
yeah,
upset.
no, I just think you're hating. Like, I feel like
How am I
a lot
hating?
of us have OnlyFans, and like we do use this as promotion. And for you to even put this idea in people's heads, like all of us run this, like
What?
on our
How's
own.
that hating?
I feel like you're just like, oh, all
I
these
wouldn't-
girls have typers.
No, but
They're
you're
all
right,
liars.
Brian, because like it would be, it is like.
I'm not
fraud.
wrong,
But it is
though.
lying
I
about
get what
it,
you're saying.
you know?
Yeah, it is like manipulation. It is like lying. I get what you're saying.
If you don't have a typer, then
Yeah.
you would not be upset at what I'm saying.
No, but I mean, I'm sure some people. I don't have an agency. Some people do have
You don't
agencies.
need it. You can just hire some typer dude.
That's true, but
I don't know
mean,
what the truth is, but if it's true that you guys don't have
Mm-hmm.
typers, you shouldn't object at all to what I'm saying here. I'm exposing the women, your competition, that is being
No, because I
frankly
mean, I've like gone against
engaging
you
in
in
a
things that
romance
don't
scam.
pertain to me either. Like, so I mean, I'm just saying, like, I feel like you're just like, hey, just so you know, these girls are probably lying. They all have typers.
Well, look, on one hand,
I'm just
buyer
saying you sound like a
beware.
hater. I'm just
Well,
but yeah, you're right.
on one
Buyer
hand,
beware.
buyer beware. Like,
That's fair.
first off, I don't. No offense to you guys, I know it's your hustle.
You're knocking the hustle, Brian.
That's
knocking
what
the
I'm
hustle.
saying. Like,
buyers,
Brian's
they
knocking
didn't
the hustle.
know
Like
my
he's
hustle.
like he's putting this like
I'm
in
not.
people's
Well,
head.
am I knocking your hustle?
No.
I'm not saying that I necessarily. If you're being authentic and that you're the one responding to all these dudes, you're spending 10 hours a day on your phone responding to the dudes, that's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
What I do take an issue with is when it turns into this essentially a romance scam, where it is a fraud. Frankly, I think it probably enters the realm of criminal fraud.
criminal fraud?
Yes, if you are, it's literally false advertising. If you are saying, I'm the one that's talking to you,
Yeah.
and the guy is like giving you money with the expectation that it's him, that he's talking to you,
Mm-hmm.
and it actually is some dude, you're basically like that's like almost forcing him to be gay, kind of.
Typers are,
They're dudes. They're mostly dudes
Yeah,
that are typing.
For sure, absolutely.
So on one hand, buyer beware, but as an advocate
Time
for
to lawyer up
advocate,
everybody.
as an advocate for men, it does feel a little predatory. Is financially fleecing lonely men and perhaps naive men.
You know what's funny though?
Yeah.
When they do that, it's just like, hey, bro, you got screwed.
Mm.
But when it's the other way around, you call them the Tinder swindler, you make a documentary about it, and
Yes.
you lawyer up and get your money back.
She got her money back.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
are
It's true.
you on like
When-
Sex
yeah.
Panther? Like,
Yeah.
how does that, like, you?
Sex Panther?
Yeah,
What's-
like I've literally like.
Yeah, that's
seen-
like a chatting site.
That's like
Yeah.
she like sends
We're,
like
like, going
audio
back and forth.
messages of her voice. Like how like
Yeah.
like how does that a thing? I
You
don't
send, like,
you
personalized
could just like
videos.
send an audio message, but like blanket send it out to everybody, like all your followers, but make it seem like it's directly towards them.
That's like a recording
Look, I get
thing,
it.
though.
It's a
like,
fucking
no, on
hustle.
Sex Panther, like, there's like you have to touch it. You can't just like, oh, I'm gonna send someone a voice note and like do that.
My
no, I'm
my
like,
issue
doing
is when it
okay.
goes into the, because a lot, like, look, you know, I bring OnlyFans girls on here, I get it, right? But when it comes to the point of like basically false advertising or misrepresentation, when it's lying, that's where I feel like it's this gray area. And I don't know. It just occurred to me that that's a thing, that there's these typers and women are claiming. I just think that's unfair to the person.
Okay.
Can I ask something to them?
Sure.
I know a lot of you said, I know you were saying that a big reason why you haven't found the right person, the right man, is because, you know, a big problem is for all these OnlyFans girls, Instagram, like men have all these different options, and I actually do believe that OnlyFans and all these different things, with all these different options for men, it's making it harder for men to be in relationships, to act like if they're married, they're probably not spending as much time with their wife. They're probably jacking off in a room and not paying attention to their wife, and it's ruining the marriage. So do you guys at all feel like guilty for being part of an industry that's probably not good for marriages, making it harder for even you guys to find men that are...
Blame it on the person in the marriage, not us. Like,
But you're
I would say we're both
you're
equal.
contributing
I would
to
say
it. It's
we're
not our
equal.
fault because if
Yeah.
they didn't
I would
subscribe
be-
to me, they could subscribe to another. You know,
But you're contributing to it.
okay, but it's them. They're a faulty person.
I would say we're both
you're
equally
their
at fault,
actions.
though, you know,
You're
Like,
profiting
we are
off
part
of
of the
this.
problem. At the
I
end
mean,
of the day,
I
I'm
don't
not gonna
think
lie,
so
like, we
because
are
they'll
part
just
of the
choose
problem.
another girl then if they're
You're
it's not to
profiting
you.
off of it, though.
Okay, but it's still their actions in the first place. They'd find another girl. If I didn't have an OnlyFans, they'd find a different one if they wanted to do that. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I'm just saying you're profiting off of it. And I was just wondering if you feel at all like morally culpable.
No, I do not.
Okay.
I believe that.
Well, I'm saying it pretty firmly,
Yeah,
so.
no, I believe you're keeping it 100 there.
But would it be different if it was just like a porn star that didn't do OnlyFans?
Well, I think that's also contributing to the decline of marriages and unhappiness in relationships, and men not being satisfied with their wife at home sexually and just being like, you know what, maybe I don't want to try to get my wife to have sex with me. I'm just going to go watch porn, and that's easier. And then their romance and their relationship dies.
Oh.
Modest Hikima donated
Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
$200. Bricks and killing it recently. Keep it up, girl. 1 gives me brain damage. 4 never 6. Barbie never 7. Olivia 8 married 9. MD spit in fire. Where he been? 10 just for men panel. What is a woman?
Just for men panel? I think we already answered this earlier, but I mean, I'll answer an adult human female. And I think you answered
Yeah.
it. Just
XX
XX
mature.
chromosomes. I did promise, it is 10:30. I did promise, and I said that at 10:15. I said we'd wrap at 10:15. So, any final thoughts here from anybody before we wrap up?
I do want to say that I do think that you guys can turn around from the lifestyle that you're living. If you repent and say that what I'm doing is wrong, I think that you guys can find a man that will be traditional. Because you guys do claim that you guys want traditional relationships. So I just want to put that out there, not in a hating way, in a loving way, because I do want what's best for you guys. As you guys said, you guys are seeking traditional relationships.
That was so sweet.
Amen.
Oh my God.
I feel like you have like some sugar cookies around here somewhere.
I'm like, take me to church, mama.
I will.
This is good.
We have stochastic decay. To add to Brian's point, girlfriend experience is essentially manipulating lonely men into believing they have a relationship. Maybe all OF girls should start in prison. LOL, just a joke.
Hey, I'm not against that either.
Oh,
Some
wow.
of us
Okay.
need to.
All right, they work their way out with pussy pics. Okay.
With pussy pics.
That's
How good is your OnlyFans? Then
good,
we'll let you out
good
of here.
behavior. They get good behavior, time off. Any other final thoughts from anybody before we
Hit the
wrap
link,
up?
hit the OnlyFans. I mean, you know,
We're
our
on.
links are in the bio.
Don't
We
hit
all
the
chat personally. So
Stop it.
there you go.
Get some help.
Stop.